Orale. Big shout outs to all my wrestling junkies out there, man. You know, you guys are a wrestling junkie. That's why Wrestling Rehab is here for all your junkie hearts. Don't trip, man. We're going to have my man Pablo from LA Times. He'll be jumping on here pretty soon as well, man. Definitely got to talk about what's been going on. Mike, what is going on, Mike? That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes. You know, while we wait for my boy Pablo to jump on, we're going to be talking because we will talk about Roman Reigns. We are going to be talking about Tyson Fury, and we're going to be talking about Jake Paul signing his deal. But while we wait for him, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on with the whole big story with Natalia and Liv Morgan. I don't know if you guys have seen the footage. It was a house show, so it wasn't televised, but there's footage and there's clear footage of Natalia not selling the finishing, right? Right after she was pinned, Natalia stood up. Well, not stood up, but she got up on a knee and she pointed at Liv Morgan, said something. You can't hear, obviously, what she said, and she just rolled out of the ring. I'm talking about as soon as Liv Morgan got off of her, as soon as it was 1, 2, 3, boom, Natalia got up. Again, got up on a knee, pointed at her, said whatever it is that she said. Now, there's a few rumors out there. I've been trying to get up on game on what's going on with what was going on. All I'm really getting, and if any of you guys got any info, let me know. All I've just been getting is that it was all smoothed out. It was all worked out in the back. Whatever the hell that means. I want to kind of go ahead and say this. Look, to me, and I'm just gonna say it, look, Natalia can do no wrong, man. To me, she is one of the most beautiful creatures under the sun, man. Hey, listen, if that's not your type, that's all right. More for me, metaphorically speaking, of course. I'm seeing the transition. Mike, we gotta get you on here, man. Vince to Trips. You know, the whole thing with Vince McMahon. I mean, I kind of just want to wait for the investigation to see what's going on. I heard what Chris Jericho had to say. Chris Jericho just pretty much had to say, hey, listen, it's not like he forced himself on anybody. Now, since Chris Jericho has said that, a couple of allegations have came out and said that Vince did not force himself, but offer money, you know, for somebody to move up. But before that, I was kind of with Chris Jericho in the whole like, you know, if Vince is, you know, kind of just smashing and then saying like, hey, listen, I can't have you say anything. So here's some Fetty, here's some money. Don't say anything. You know, Chris Jericho is all like, hey, he's just a dude, man. Hey, let's bring in my boy Pablo up in here. Oh, in here.
What's happening?
You know what? Just right here, getting it started, man. Talking a little Natalia, Liv Morgan, a little bit of Vince McMahon.
Right on.
And we got my man Michael, man. I've been knowing this guy for quite a few years, and we always talk wrestling. No force, but cover-ups. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if that's all it really is, I mean, it's defamation of character. I don't want to speak too far ahead because some other stuff might come out. But if it is what Chris Jericho said it is, I'm not saying it's right, but if it is, then, you know, he's having sex with a couple of girls and he says, like, look, I'm the man here. I can't have you go say that we had a sexual relation. So here, let me give you some money to just keep it quiet. Is it right? No. But is it, is it like some rape allegations? No. Since Jericho has said that, apparently some more allegations have came out and stuff. But Paul, before we get into the subject at hand, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. Actually, there is one of the accusations that he did
Okay.
force one of the girls,
Mhm.
to give him oral sex, right?
That's what I would. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is one of them, and this is the thing with it. The paralegal, supposedly, when they started having sex, right? They lived in the same apartment building. She did not work for the company. So then after this, she got a job with the company,
Mhm.
right? And then she was given basically supposedly $100,000 raise later, pretty soon, So there's that, and then there's also this is the thing too. So that's going on. The board, the higher ups knew about this, and this is the bad part. So the it's a publicly traded company, right? That means you could put stock into it, you could buy stock, just like you can Amazon and all these companies. Well, they kind of kept it in house. They didn't tell their stock people, the people who are investing, that Vince has all these payouts, you know, and that's where
Mhm.
it's kind of a slippery slope. All some of them, like you said, Cholo, they were personal. He paid them under the table. It was all his own money, right? So
Right.
they're not saying he used company money, but the thing is that they did keep it from the stockholders, and that's the problem right there. And not only that, some of these places where he did some of these allegations, like one of them is in New York,
Mhm.
and I think that's the place. I could be wrong, but I think that's the place where he forced. They have a new law where they could go back. He still could be brought up on criminal charges for that. They got, I
Wow.
believe, until November of next year, for all these old cases to bring
Mhm.
them up, I believe. So he still could face criminal charges. And, you know, I just think it might be time for Vince to go, bro. Well, and I was also watching something yesterday. I'm sorry I'm getting long winded, right? But, until one of these companies like Fox or Roz on USA, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Until one of these companies or Peacock start saying, hey, we don't want Vince on TV, and they start pushing back, until then, nothing may happen as far as, WWE goes. I can't believe that he's still the one making the cards. Even though Stephanie's the interim CEO, I can't believe he's still the one who's running everything. It's kind of like that movie Casino. Remember? Hey, we're going to move you over to this position. But really he was still
Okay.
running it. They're kind of
Yeah.
doing that thing, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like weird, man. But Vince is like my favorite character too, like up there. So it hurts me to say this, but it might be time to go.
Yeah. I mean, look, if I were him in his position, I would have done the same thing he did. I mean, he came out immediately. He
Yeah.
came out and he was like, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw" and everything. I would have done the same thing. I would not have gone into hiding. As far as still working right now, that probably I don't know, but I definitely would always be showing my face. That yes, but
Yeah, what he did right there. I don't know if you heard on the second time he did it, he went backstage and he yelled out "F him," basically, to the people who were, you know, who wanted to step down and all that. But
Mhm.
anyways, Vince going out, what he did is he said, "Hey man, see the people, they love me. You get rid of me, the people aren't going to be happy." And to
Mhm.
the investment, to the stockholders, they just want their money,
Right.
regardless, bro. But now the stockholders may have a reason to sue the WWE and get money on top of what they put in. So say, hey, we put in, and now the stock's going down a little because of this. So we wouldn't have put in if we would have known this about Vince, and you guys hit it. You guys at the top knew it. So now they have that action to get some more money, and some money. Everything's money, bro.
And with Vince, there is a lot of it. But hey, Paul, let's get to the question at hand. I saw your Raw breakdown for all of the wrestling junkies out there.
SmackDown or Raw?
For SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dropped it earlier today for all my wrestling junkies out there, like my man, uh, Michael, right here. I know you personally. This guy is a wrestling junkie, all caps when we're talking about junkie, wrestling junkie. Um, you know, Paul, you and I disagree on this, man. You are kind of fed up with Roman Reigns holding the strap. I, I, me, I acknowledge my tribal
Right,
chief.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, Paul. Um, should he lose the strap? I who's gonna go over on him, man? There's nobody. There's probably a few names that we can toss around, but who goes over on him?
You're asking me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the audience. Yeah,
Oh no,
no,
who
yeah.
goes?
There's a few. There's a few they could have did. Um, they could have did Riddle, even though like he's the people's choice right now.
Mhm.
Seth Rollins. But here's the thing: I don't want Roman Reigns is by far the biggest name in the company, right? There's
Yes.
no question about it, bro. Like I said, you see him live. There's nothing like it. Not since like to me like the Hulk Hogan days. Like there's nothing
Okay.
like it, bro. You see him live. I mean, his merch is selling. This is the thing, though, man. It's just like we're almost going on 2 years of Roman Reigns. Man, how many storylines could we go where okay, he cheats to win, Paul Heyman throws something in the ring, the Usos help him win. It's like, come on, it gets old. I want something new. But I just look at I say this, I want Roman to drop the title. One, he's a part-timer, but two, I don't want him to drop the title to anyone. It
Okay.
has to make sense, bro. I don't want him to drop the title to Drew McIntyre. That's so boring. That's like giving it to Big E, and I think that's the way they're going, bro. I really do. I'd rather have it be given to Theory because everybody hates that guy. At least we could all get together and say that, right? But it's not for hating Roman Reigns, bro. Bro, SmackDown without Roman Reigns and without Charlotte Flair is pretty boring. Roman
Okay.
Reigns makes that show, bro. So it's not for hating Roman Reigns. It's just I want to swerve. I want him to lose the title. And I want to see him come back and chase and maybe get the title and then go on to WrestleMania. But I just don't want to go on with the same storyline, bro. And there's a rumor that the Usos might be turning on him again, so we'll see.
Um, that you know what? I like that. I think that'll get a good pop because right now there's no beef between them. Do you remember when Roman was smacking the Usos around like you're nothing, you're peasants, you're way below me? That's not happening right now. So for the Usos to turn, that would just be like boom, like hey, where did that come from, man? The bloodline, you know. Um, you want him to drop both titles? Is it possible that he just drops one? How about that?
I think that would be cool. I think somehow that would be cool if he drops one. But that's going to be something else. Let's say, like I was looking at all the odds, right? The Vegas odds, the real odds, not WWE odds. So they have odds in Vegas you could bet on. The odds are that Roman Reigns is going to win, and that's because it might be him and Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. So the odds are for him to win. But what if Theory comes out, Vince's other boy, and pins him? You know, what would be it? That would be interesting. And like I said, I think the title. I would like to see Roman lose the title, but I would like to see him chasing it and getting it back. I think with Roman at the title, I think it's the most exciting when he has it. But it would be nice if they broke up the title and gave had one for Raw and SmackDown again. That would be kind of cool.
Um, yeah, I mean, if he drops one a title, that's fine. Again, I'm not even really sure what they're doing with it. Are they just gonna make it just one championship? As of right now, I will say this, Paul, where I agree with you on, I'm perplexed. Okay, what's up with the titles? There's two titles. Is it one now? What's going on? If somebody challenges him, is it for both straps? Is it for
Right,
one strap?
right,
Yeah, that's the part that I'm not really understanding. So I will say that.
right. So if Theory cashes in at SummerSlam,
Mhm.
does he get both or does he get one? That's the thing.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, in NXT they have another cousin. Yeah, I've been watching them now. I've
Solo
been
Sequoia or something like that. Sequoia.
something like that. Yeah,
Uh,
I've been watching them. Um, I don't think you could take the two both straps off of him, man. Man, I would look, Paul. Am I kind of tired of him versus Brock Lesnar? Yes.
Of course.
However, I look, and maybe I'm in the minority in this. Okay, maybe I am. I am kind of excited for this match because their characters have kind of changed since the last time these guys have met. Their characters have changed. You know, Brock Lesnar doesn't come out like this MMA kind of guy anymore. He's more like this, kind of cowboyish. You see him in overalls. Just, I think they've done it smart to make you somewhat care about this a little bit more. That being said, it's still Brock, it's still Roman, and they have came out and said like, "Hey, this is the last time these guys are gonna meet." Well, yeah, good, man, because how many times can you make this happen? But I do appreciate at least a little bit that they have kind of switched their characters up a little bit. Brock he's getting a little bit better cutting his own promos. I kind of like that. So look at him, he's Hillbilly Jim. He's a Hillbilly Jim.
By the way, Michael, I see what you wrote. Another cousin. I believe that is the Usos' younger brother.
Is that who he is? Probably.
Yeah,
probably. He looks like them, man.
Yeah.
So I they did a good job to make you care about this main event, but then again, it's SummerSlam. If not these two guys, then whom? You know, I can't see a bigger a bigger main event. It's unfortunate because you are a little bit tired and bored of it. But I'm somewhat interested. But
yeah, but here's the thing, though, bro. Let's say they put the strap on Brock. Let's say Brock wins. Okay, let me say this for Brock. Like by him continually losing, right, to what's his name, to Roman Reigns, he's killing his legacy. He's killing his toughness. If Roman keeps beating him, right, that's one. But also, they're both part timers, bro. Should we be really putting the belt on part timers that show up and defend their title every one, whether it be Brock or Roman? That's why maybe it is time to put that belt on someone else. Maybe Theory's the guy. I don't know. You know, he gets everybody mad. No one wants him to win. I'll tell you that.
Well, maybe okay. I think it works for the main champion. I've kind of tossed this idea in my head before. It's like, do we need to see the main champion every week at every show? Doesn't it take a little bit of stock away? It's like, hey man, this is the main champion. How are you gonna make them a major attraction if you're seeing them all the time, right? I'm not saying just see them in pay-per-views, but how about you put more stock in the IC belt and the United States Championship and have those suckers on every week? And then every so often, you know, the main champion makes their appearance and it's like, oh man, you know, because now you're the major champion. It's like, it's a big deal. Again, I don't know how that would affect ticket sales.
It would go bad, bro. It would go bad, but that's what they're kind of doing with the IC champion, and they put the belt on Gunther, right? And they're pushing him, and they put the belt on Bobby Lashley, right? So they're kind of doing that in a sense, but I don't know if you would be saying that, like not seeing him every week if Roman wasn't champion, though, because you see that's your tribal chief, bro. You're loyal to your tribal chief.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am loyal to my tribal chief. Yeah. Unlike a lot of you disloyal, backstabbing mofos out there, I am loyal to my tribal chief, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But he is that guy right now. Maybe he may not be that guy next year, 2 years from now, but right now, he is that guy where it's like it's special to see him. You keep throwing him on there every week. you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose that specialness. Again, you gotta start building up some of this other talent for ticket sales and say, like, hey man, this Monday Night Raw, this SmackDown, the IC belt is on the line in a table match, right? Like that will sell if people care about who's competing for the IC belt, man. But I do kind of like the main champion kind of being more of a special attraction. That I do kind of like. And right now, he is that guy. So
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar, he's always kind of been around like that.
yeah.
But
I mean, he's Brock right now. If you watch TV, Brock Lesnar, I think, is getting a bigger pop than Roman. But but Roman gets that continuous pop. You know what I mean? Like for like 15 minutes. So I don't know if it's really. But here's the other thing, bro. Regarding these two guys, this is what I would like to see. Okay, you remember the old days, bro. I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. If the WWE audience wanted somebody to be champ, they would be champ, right? Eventually, Vince would give in, and okay, we want to do what the people want to do. Even Triple H would say that. But man, like, okay, John Cena coming back, right? You got, let's say, even Brock or Booker T. He was talking today that he's not retired, right? Booker T might coming back one day, right?
Okay.
He's built, bro. He's huge right now.
He'll come back for a Royal Rumble. They'll throw him over the top rope, man.
So what I'm saying though is, some of these guys like John Cena, man, I wouldn't mind seeing him take a belt for 2 months. Like, give the people what they want. Give don't always bring the old guys back and smash them, because those old guys, man, have a lot of history that people are invested in. John Cena for 2 months holding the belt. Shows up maybe once on SmackDown, once on Raw, and then he loses it. Some of these old guys, man, I think they should give them. And the other thing about Roman, what I was going to say, some of it, Roman holding the belt this long too, is without question, is because Randy Orton got hurt.
Yes.
Randy Orton was supposed to be his opponent at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He got hurt. And he was the other one, the second coming, kind of, he was the one everybody's saying, wow, they want him to be champ, but they both got hurt. So in a way, it's the WWE lost those two guys. So if anybody was going to beat them, it was probably them two. Beat him, it was probably them two. But now, I don't think so. I don't know what's going to happen.
Michael is saying Lashley is a wasted talent. Yeah, I think he could have been in the picture a little bit more. Him beating Theory. But now he's with the lower tier belt. So he's got to make that count. It's on him. Paul Heyman, hashtag genius. Cena is a hypocrite. Well, I get what he's saying, man. When he was talking smack about The Rock. Yeah, so what's going on with Cena? He was supposed to be at SummerSlam. Now he's off the card. What's going on, man? He's
WrestleMania, supposedly coming back at WrestleMania. That's what they say, supposedly.
So what was this big whole comeback, man? He comes
20
in.
Years.
Okay.
20 years, because this year it was 20 years for Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and John Cena. So they all had a 20-year anniversary this year.
Okay. All right. I give you that. But, I mean, to have guys get in his face, making it seem like, oh, man, we're going to see something go down at SummerSlam, man. Like, come on. And then, hey, no, it's not going to happen. It's like, all right. And then we just don't see them at all. So it's like, all right. Well, hey, Paul, let me ask you. Should Theory take a strap off of Roman?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I don't care if he takes it off Brock or Roman. We need a change. That's all I'm saying. We need a change, but it can't be just anybody, bro. Bro, it can't be nobody like the New Day. It can't be like any of those, those guys that run around with what's his name? Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. The red-haired guy.
Sheamus?
Yeah, like any of his friends or, man, we need somebody that people hate or love to take it off. And Theory is that guy that we could hate all together.
Polite Scumbag, Austin Theory, and Paul Heyman team up.
That would be good.
That would make them like the ultimate heels. But I think Theory cuts his own pretty good promos, man. I don't think he needs Paul Heyman. I wouldn't mind if they team up, but you just got these two heel mega personalities, man, that they don't really need each other. Mario says Theory sucks. I like what Theory's doing, man. I think he's really becoming the number one major heel very, very fast, and it's working, man. It's working.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam. I think maybe Brock beats Roman and gets one strap, and then they beat the living crap out of Brock, and then Theory comes in and gets it off of Brock. I think that will probably make the most sense if they're gonna take a strap off of Roman. I don't see Theory coming in and pinning Roman.
Yeah, something weird has to happen right there. They could throw us for a swerve, but then again, we might be thinking like that, and they come in and it's just simple. Theory comes in and he doesn't cash in, and I don't think they're going to take the belt off Roman. I think they're just pushing him for Clash in the Castle, and then Roman's not going to be on every pay-per-view either. There's an Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming. He's not going to be on that one, so that's another thing. So is he not going to be on it because he doesn't have the title? Or just because he's a part-timer now, like Brock, that's the thing.
He wasn't at Money at the Bank. Extreme Rules, Paul. You and I, we've been talking wrestling for a while, but we started this channel. But we talked about Extreme Rules back on the Cholo Trucker channel. I said like that's a stupid pay-per-view. I don't like it. The fact that they canned TLC and kept Extreme Rules, I'm like, what are you doing? Get rid of Extreme Rules, bring back Night of the Champions, where every title is on the line, and keep TLC, man. But hey, with that, Paul, we got to cover. Listen, man, we've had unless you got anything else on Roman Reigns.
Nah, man, but I dig that comment. Sami Zayn, bro, bring him back. The honorary Uso, bro, the locker room leader, bro. That guy is just hilarious. He is hilarious. Have you ever noticed he has the same body as Becky Lynch?
Who? Sami Zayn?
That's just a jab at Becky Lynch, bro.
As long as they don't wear the same outfit, man. That is it. That is it. Maybe they should bring back Heath Slater. How about that? But you know what? With that, look, we've seen a lot of these crossovers. We've seen some guys come into the WWE. I am a big boxing aficionado, man. I do have a boxing channel, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Tyson Fury, it's just rumors right now, but he's actually had a match in the WWE against Braun Strowman. That's up in the air, and I could see that happening because he's not doing much in boxing right now. He's just not. And the guy has a personality, like huge personality. What is for sure, Logan Paul signed with the WWE. Paul, do you know the details of that contract or no?
I do not know the details of that contract. I assume he's going to be a part-timer, though, bro. He has too much going on with the boxing with his brother. He has to be a part-timer. And I assume he's going to be there for SummerSlam in some way, right?
Yes, I believe he has to be there for SummerSlam. Look, he's going to draw. It is. If people think like it's just a clown show, whatever it is, he's going to draw.
He's committed, man. I seen him live two times. Two times through that two different things I went to, two different shows, bro. He's pretty good on the mic, man. He makes you hate him. When he comes out, dude, everybody hated him. The whole arena. They hated him worse than The Miz. And this is before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So he's a pretty good. But I want to say something else too, bro. And this is what you're going to disagree with right now. I'm going to make you throw up right now. The lineal champion, the greatest of all time, Tyson Fury, bro,
Wow.
coming back, brother. Hey, Ali is not the GOAT, bro. How can Ali be the GOAT when you got somebody with a record like Tyson Fury, the best of his generation, beat them all? The only person he didn't beat was this prop person that was put up there, the paper champion. And you know who I'm talking about that just lost. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Anthony
anyway, that's
Joshua.
just one of my favorite fighters. So I'm excited to see him come back. But will Tyson Fury want to take the loss to Drew? You know?
Mm, I. What about a tag team match? Does it have to be both? How about they show up, on a Raw or SmackDown, and it looks like they're gonna beef it with one another, and then somebody comes out, and it forms a tag team. I could see. I could probably see that happen. As far as a one-on-one match, I'm not too sure about that. I will say this about Logan Paul, man. Um, since he does draw, and you just said that Roman will not be at Extreme Rules, do you think Logan Paul could be at Extreme Rules just to sell Extreme Rules more?
Yeah, I think Logan will be once SummerSlam. I think he's going to be at all the pay-per-views. I
Okay.
think he's in. He wanted to be in, man. I believe so. And what you were saying there, Drew McIntyre has been talking. He wants to fight the guy. He wants to fight Tyson Fury. So I think that might be a one-on-one, but I don't think no one gets pinned. I think Sheamus and his crew come out because they're on that side of the
Yeah.
sea, and no
Yes.
one's going to take an L on that one, bro. I know Tyson doesn't want to go in there and do it, and neither does Drew. They don't want Drew to lose to an outsider too. So
Yeah.
definitely Sheamus interference, Butch or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I agree, man. I agree. I think maybe even on a Raw, Drew and Tyson start have a match or something, start throwing down, and then here comes Sheamus and his jabronis, his little crew, and start jumping both of the guys, and then it forms that tag team for
Could be,
yeah,
very
yeah,
well
yeah,
could be.
yeah, that I can see. Mr. T guest referee.
Woo. Man, you
He
know what, bro? I'm gonna say this. I know Mike. I know Michael out there. I know you like Drew. I know you like Drew. So, is Drew McIntyre? Is he being pushed on us? Does he have the it factor? Does he have the Brock it factor, the Roman it factor? Does he have the Charlotte Flair it factor that's gonna that we're gonna be like, wow, this guy's champion now. If he becomes champion, does he have it, Cholo? And I'm asking you.
I, okay, the names that you just named, no, not on that level, but I think he has the it factor a little bit more on a lower tier. But yeah, I could see him carrying, the strap and the company for a while to that level. No, no, is he gonna be as over as Roman is right now? No, not like that, man. He's gonna be the guy, but not that super stardom guy. The guys that you're naming, the Brocks, the Romans, the Charlotte. No, not on that level. But I think he can. I think he can carry for a while. I think he have it on his shoulders.
Is he more a Big E or is he higher than a Big E?
No, he's no. He's bigger than Big E, man.
Okay.
Big E to me just really did not work out.
Yeah.
It really did not work out, and I actually wanted to see more from Lashley as well. Because Big E as champion was really just not working for me, man. So, but I want to say this about Logan Paul, man. Out of all the celebrities that have came in, right, going all the way back to Refrigerator Perry, um, Lademian Tom, no, dang it, LT, what's his name? Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor, all these guys, man. Logan Paul has been the most impressive in the ring. When I saw him at WrestleMania, I was blown away, man. I was like, man, this guy, if I didn't know wrestling and you just brought me in and said, just watch this match, and I don't know any of these guys, I wouldn't know that that would have been his first match. I wouldn't have known that he wasn't a wrestler. I wouldn't be like, man, this guy kind of sticks out a little bit, man. Like, he doesn't really know what he's doing. This guy looked good, Paul. He looked good, man. And he made a fan out of me. I'm actually kind of excited to see what he's gonna be doing, man. How say you?
Exactly, bro. Oh man, he's coming in as a baby face, but could this all be a swerve? What's up, La Pelfi? Hey, could this all be a swerve, bro? That this whole thing that Miz is gonna fight Logan? Could it be a swerve that they're just playing us? That they're gonna come in and they're actually gonna be friends and kind of like got you, even though they'll fight eventually. I don't know. I don't know if I believe this whole thing yet. So we'll see, man. But Logan Paul is definitely he's exciting, man. You know. And then another thing that's exciting. I'll give a hint to. We'll talk about another day. I'm excited for Charlotte to come back.
Do you know when that's supposed to happen? I keep on hearing she's supposed to come back, and she is supposed to be at SummerSlam. But when is she actually returning to the company?
Yeah, her husband returned, man, about a month ago. Andrade already returned to AEW. I think she's scheduled for like August 8th or something. That's the first time they're showing her picture, right? Her picture on the website. So I think it's August 8th or something like that. But she might be involved in SummerSlam, bro.
La Puffy. No, it's like Bad Bunny was like, wow. Bad Bunny, look, I think he did good. I really do. He did do good. But no, Logan Paul did something. I mean, he played his character very well, man. Just with his moves, doing the Three Amigos, being that heel, going up to do the fraud splash and doing the Eddie Guerrero shoulder shuffles, man. Just no, man. Bad Bunny did do what he had to do, and I thought he did pretty good.
Hey, Bad Bunny is he's getting better though. When he came out at the Royal Rumble, he's a lot better than he was. He did better. And I was watching Bad Bunny, right? When, like, let's say when Brock Lesnar came out at the Royal Rumble, I saw Bad Bunny, his facial expressions. He was like, oh my, like made like a scared face, like hiding, you know what I mean? Like he was into it. So I have to say he's growing. He shows up once a year. So he'll just get better. He has a lot of good people instructing him. But I guess he's part of it now, man. One of the biggest singers in the world. And look, where he's at.
That's fine, dog. But Logan Paul, you know what? How about a match? Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny at WrestleMania.
Oh, poor Bad Bunny. Poor Bad Bunny. Poor Bad Bunny, man.
All right, listen, man. I still think Logan Paul, it was levels above it. I think he really took it serious. You could see it in the ring. He played to the crowd. He was a heel. He's facing the Mysterios, man. He's slapping in their face, doing the Eddie Guerrero moves. And his moves sold. They sold. I mean, I was like, man, some guys, man. To me, he just kind of fit in. That was it. I just like, man, this guy like a wrestler, man, straight out. So I'm glad. Yeah, he was good. He was good, man. Love him or hate him, he was good. So he's gonna come back, do this thing with the Miz. To see Paul, to finish this up, man. Does he work as a face?
No.
I don't see people cheering for him and liking him, man.
No, they're only gonna cheer for him because they hate Miz. But he's gonna turn, bro. He's a natural heel, bro. Natural. Yeah. When he came out the arena before WrestleMania, I think it was in San Diego, I seen him. When he came out, dude, everybody, just the same way everybody cheers Roman, they booed. They booed that Vato. They hate him. But the only reason they hate Miz worse. Miz gets under everyone's nerves, man.
I think you're right. I think in this case, they're going to cheer the Miz. In this case, Michael brings up David Arquette, man, when he won the championship in WCW.
Oh, man.
That, you know what, Michael? You just brought it to me, man. Who takes a strap from Roman? Logan Paul, Holmes.
Oh man.
Oh man, if Logan goes, Miz will go babyface. Uh, I think Miz can only be babyface if he's feuding with Logan Paul. That maybe maybe there's some certain guys in the locker room that he can feud with and be babyface. Outside of that, Miz is just natural heel. He's just natural heel, man.
Yeah.
But
Hey, one more thing, Cholo. Um, dude, what's up with Maximum Male Models, bro? Come on.
good gosh,
I can't believe they're keeping to do this. I know
goodness,
that's Sonny Boy Acosta's favorite thing, but come on.
yeah, yeah. He hates wrestling, but he loves when that comes on.
Yes, yes.
I agree with you. That is some of the worst television there is, man. That and The View. But
Yeah.
with that, with that, hey man, you guys hit the notification bell, man. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers because we cannot drop any community posts to let you guys know when we're going live. So we have to do it on other channels. So we can't really do much with this channel right now till we hit 1,000 subscribers, man. So por favor, let every wrestling junkie know out there. And by the way, just let everybody know because there's a junkie inside of everybody. Everybody loves wrestling. They just don't say it. So just let everybody know, man. And we'll get up to 1,000, and then we could do so much more with this channel. But with that, Pablo, anything else, big dog?
Yeah, I just want to say for those of you watching out there, check out we dropped two things today. We dropped a preview of SmackDown Friday. We dropped a preview of that. We got early. We're in front of everybody else. We dropped the matches that are going to happen on that day. So be sure to check that out, plus some opinion. And also check out the incredible Javier talked about some women dream matches that he would like to see, some feuds he would like to see, some of them who have passed away like China that would be great dream matches today. So it's kind of a fantasy thing. Be sure to check all our videos and also hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we'll be dropping much more content, man. Definitely. And Mount Rushmores and all that stuff. I got some good ideas on some Mount Rushmores, Paul. But with that, hey, shout outs to all our wrestling junkies out there. Keep that junkie heart alive because Wrestling Rehab is here for you.